Okay, we're at the start of our Saturday morning clinic. First boat's at the line and crossed. Second boat's awfully late. That's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 17, probably 20 seconds. Okay, it's pretty windy out here today. It's around 11 or 12 knots. We don't normally have our clinics on these days. I thought I'd try, since it was right at the maximum, to use a reefed main on the club boats and see if that made the boats manageable for 12 knots. If this is successful, I'll do this in the future. Right now, the boat on the right started about 20 seconds after the boat on the left. So we'll see what that means at the weather mark in terms of how much difference there was in overall performance. Right now it appears the boat on the right is going just as fast, if not a little faster, than the boat up in front. You can see when the puffs hit, the boat in front rounds up a little bit and then has to bring it back down. So as long as you're doing that with great art, it's a little faster. But it's easy to round up and stall. There's how you went way back down again. Look how she's a nice, straight, even line, no big moves. So if you have to run your tiller a whole lot more to keep the boat under control, theoretically, the reef main should give you a reasonable chance of being the same. Let's see how they work out when we get up front. Okay, we're going to follow Amelia here for a minute and see how they're trimming the sails and everything. Okay, you can see with the reef main, she's still having to release the main once in a while to keep the boat level. So there's plenty of power in this boat. It's just a question of how you harness it. Take a look at their jib. Right there, good. Now take a look at the jib there. They don't have a telltale on their back jib beach, but it looks pretty good. The bottom looks a little tight, but you probably get away with it this kind of breeze. Let's see how it works out when we get up to the top. Okay, we're here at the weather mark for the first race. Amelia just tacked. She looks like she's called a pretty good ley line to me. A little in the bank, but that's okay. The boat's not pointing as well as it would if it didn't have a reef main. I don't think so. I think she's allowing for that. Here comes Mad Dog. Oh, Mad Dog had to duck her. So Mad Dog's got a very seasoned crew there driving, full main, and she's staying right with him. She already picked up the 20 seconds she lost, being late to start, and she's past Mad Dog. Good sail on the medium. Okay, there's Mad Dog tack. Now you can see from our angle, they're sailing way above the mark already. Amelia's sailing right for the mark. So all that is overstand. They overstood by a whole bunch, which now got them from just crossing her, just almost crossing her, to way behind. So there she sailed very good with the reef main, and she called a better ley line, so she's ahead in this race. Now both these boats are going to have to jibe. You can see that the finish line is off to their left. Probably been a pretty severe wind change since I set up the course, because I set it up to be dead down. And we have to make that adjustment before the next race. So jibing in this heavy wind is a little tricky. You can do a racing jibe, which is to get dead down, pull a boom over and let it go, or you can do a control job and bring the sail in. As long as you're experienced, the racing jibe is fine. They can get you in trouble if you're not. So here goes the first jibe. Let's see how they do. Quite smooth, good job. Notice the boat didn't round up. Nice job, Amelia. Okay, here comes the second jibe. Let's see how they're getting ready. You can tell. These guys are pretty good, so this should be a nice, smooth one. Now there, I don't like that jibe as much. They went way over to a reach to reach. Should have gone downwind, paused, and gone, but that's okay. Now they're going to have trouble getting the jib out because they're at a pretty tall reach. You've got to be going downwind to get that jib out. There you go, they did that. Okay, so let's get on the finish line and see who makes the best of this. Okay, here's our finish. So the reef boat made up the 20-second plate at the start, and it beat Mad Dog. Good job, you guys. This Mad Dog is coming in on a reach. So what that means is you didn't jibe soon enough. There's been a lot of extra time doing the extra distance. And that's probably one of the reasons why he's a little behind here. Okay, just before the start of the second race today, this time both boats are on the line right there. Now she's in a upwind position, so she got to stay clear of him. Okay, this time the reef boat got a better start. So we'll just have to see how this works out. We're not going to follow them for a while. We're going to boat in distress, so we're going to check them out. Be right back. Okay, we're back on the race course a few minutes after the start. You can see that this boat went way to the left. Mad Dog went way to the right. Now, generally speaking, if I'm in a sailboat race, I don't want to be that far away from my competition, because if they get something I don't, then all of a sudden they're going to be ahead of me by a big bunch. If I stay close to them, I can depend on not sailing them and at least staying with them. Let's see how this develops. Okay, we're driving alongside Amelia right now. The one comment I can make about her boat right now is you can see the scallops in the front of the jib. You want wrinkles in front of your jib, but you don't want scallops like that. That's probably slowing it down a bit and probably hurting their point. I'll point that out to her between races. Maybe she can fix that. We're here by the weather mark. Remember I told you how the boats split earlier, and one of them might get a big gain on it. I believe Mad Dog on the other side of the course either got more wind or a higher shift, put them well ahead of Amelia. Now we know from last race that she's sailing as high and as fast as he is. So the big difference we're going to see here is just the fact that the two allowed each other to separate, and one of them won that gamble and one of them lost. Okay, here's Mad Dog at the weather mark. Looks like they called their light line pretty good this time. Don't have a lot of gap there, which is good. Now the boat you see behind them is not in this race. They were the one with mechanical problems. The boat down here is Amelia. That's how much she paid for going on the other side of the course from her competition. So it's a great lesson to learn. You really want to race against the people you're racing against. Don't get off by yourself. This boat missed the first two races, but he gained in the middle of this one. So we'll see how he's doing with driving downwind. Get that boat dead down, get the jib over, and get the boat flying straight downwind. See how he does. The earlier you do that, the less likely you are to jibe, and the more likely you are to go fast downwind. See, the jib is still hard. There it is now. It's just catching. So being able to do that quickly and right on time is an important thing. Okay, here comes Amelia, still paying for that flyer she took. That's painful, but it's a good lesson for this video. We know she's going pretty fast. We know she's going pretty high. She went to a different side of the course and just lost a bunch. Okay, let's see how she does heading down. Pushing that main out. Gotta drive the boat down, get that jib over. There you go. Now, most of this there is the driver. If they get that boat down, the jib will fill. If they don't, it won't. There we go. That's looking pretty good. She got one guy pushing the main all the way out. Good form. I like that. Everything looks great there. Driving nice. The jib staying full. Now the good test of the driver here is with that trimmer holding his hand still, is the jib staying full. If it's not, she's heading up too high every once in a while, causing it to collapse. That does two problems. It slows you down and then makes you have to jibe and come back the other way. Whereas you can see the boat's under her. You see Bill? Right now he's coming into view. Dead down, jib full. Look at the difference in distance she's going to have to travel from him. So this time all three boats are on the same side of the course. Amelia's tacking over. Looked like she had the lead at first, but now she's lost it. So Andy sailed a little better than her that little bit. Now see if she does the same move the last time and sails away from the fleet. She really needs to stay with him. Okay, here's Bill over here. He had a little mechanical problem last time. He's back in this thing now. Yeah, the boat's heeling nicely. All three people hiked. So there's no reason he shouldn't be able to keep up with these guys. He looks pretty good. I don't see him driving really hard. Yeah, I like it. Very good. Okay, 18 seconds before the third start of the day. Now we've got three boats out here and they're all coming up close to the line just like I see it.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Amelia's blasting past there. Andy was trying to hold his place, but she got by him. Go! That's your start. I got excited about that. So what happened, Andy was holding his position on the line, figured he'd pull the trigger and go. Amelia outgunned him, she pulled the trigger and got by him before he could force her out. That was good movement on her part. They were a little slow to react on their part. So right now she's got the lead in this race. Let's see how this works out for her. We'll follow them around and see what they look like. So this time all three boats are on the same side of the course. Amelia's tacking over. Looked like she had the lead at first, but now she's lost it. So Andy sailed a little better than her, that little bit. Now see if she does the same move the last time and sails away from the fleet. She really needs to stay with them. Okay, here's Bill over here. He had a little mechanical problem last time. He's back in this thing now. And look, the boat's heeling nicely. All three people hiked. So there's no reason he shouldn't be able to keep up with these guys. He looks pretty good. He's driving uphill really hard. Yeah, I like it. Pretty good. Okay, so Andy tacked to cover Amelia. That's a smart move. If you're in the lead and you're close opposition tack, you should tack right on top of them. Give them a little bit of room, but stay in the same neighborhood. You don't want them to go over and get wind you don't see. Okay, Bill played the smart move there. Both other boats tacked. So whether he's ready to or not, he's going to attack. He doesn't want to get away from his fleet. Good move, Bill. Okay, here's the fleet again. Amelia's way down and away from everybody. If I was her, I'd tack back and stay in the mix. She might be okay, but that's a little risky. I'd try and stay with the group. Mad Dog did the correct thing, gave her what's called a loose cover. There she comes back. Good move, Amelia. So Mad Dogs has created a pretty good lead over her. But by tacking back, she'll at least stay in the same wind and see how that works out. Bill tacked back to stay in concert with the fleet. That works okay. Okay, so Andy tacked back now. We'll see if he's pulled the ley line or not. Too far down to tell. We'll get up there in a minute. Amelia's still going out there. Again, if I was her, I'd stay closer to the competition. If he's on the ley line, then she's overstanding. If he's short, oh, okay, here she's tacking now. And looks to me like here she called the ley line pretty nice. Now, if Andy takes it, he looks a little short to me, but he's pretty good at pinching that out. So we'll see if he does better on that. It appeared from our angle earlier that Andy was going to miss the mark, but he nailed it, and that means Olivia overstood. You see the difference in the boats right there? That's what I'm talking about there. So she lost probably 5 at least boat lengths to him by overstanding, and he nailed it just right. See that? See how they're doing their downwind part now? Get the weight all the way out, get the boat headed down. It's a long time to get that jib filled. There's a pretty simple task there. It's still not down far enough, that's why it won't fill. There we go, that's not bad. They're still, I think, reaching higher than they should. The main should be out further and the jib further out away from the boat. Let's see how the next guys do. Okay, Bill went over to the other side of the course here. And again, because Amelia went out there by herself, Bill's going to sneak in and get her here, I think. It's going to be very, very close. So lesson to be learned 2 times in a row now. You don't want to leave your fleet. You want to stay with the boats. Going off by yourself can be expensive. There you go, Bill caught right up to her. See that? She still got a lead, but she gave up a bunch of it because she overstood and she went off by herself. Okay, let's see how they do getting downwind. She's got that guy pushing her boom out aggressively. That's good. Got to get that boat going down so we get the jib over. Hit her down. Come on, you're not going down far enough. There, right there. Okay, good job. That looks pretty good. That was better than the boat before them. A lot quicker and getting everything right. Here goes Bill. Let's see how he does. Main out right away, jib out right away. That was the quickest one yet. He's literally sailing jib and main within 2 boat lengths of the fin. Nice job, Bill. So behind Mad Dog here, I'm hoping you can see the orange pin off to his left. That is the right side of the finish line. So they're sailing higher than they have to, which means they're going to have to jibe to go over to the finish line. And it means they're going to travel more distance. Now you got a big lead here, so it probably won't hurt them. It's a good lesson to be learned is you want to, if you can, sail dead down, wing and you save that extra distance. I don't think if you're wing and wing, you're not picking up any speed sailing higher. So the goal here is to go as dead down as you can. So here are the 2 boats behind us. You can see both their sails are they're losing them once in a while. Both boats are equally. So if one of them heads down just a little bit more, gets that jib filled, they're going to sail lower and faster than the boat in front of them. Here's our next two boats behind them. These guys did a very good job of stretching out downwind. Now some of that could be that mainsail, because although the main is pretty equal upwind, downwind, the sail area out is king. But you can see the two reef boats are close together. That's pretty good. So I'm guessing that big lead he got downwind was because of that. He just went out here without a reef main. I still see a lot. Oh, they're gyring. Okay, I was gonna say I still see a lot of fluttering jibs over there. Boy, it's gonna be a close race. It's gonna be who trims best now. It looks like Bill has gotten ahead of Amelia here. I think he was sailing more closely downwind and keeping his sails full more often. Amelia's got up behind him. She may try to block his wind. That would be a good move. With his jibs like they're set, he can come up and blow and get out of there if he wants to. Which I would do it if I was him. I'd sail a little higher so she can't trap his wind. Standard racing move, on somebody else's wind, and he's, I think, ignored her. Oh, she just came up. Maybe she gave up on it. I think she had a good move going there, but I think it looks like she gave it up. So I think Bill is going to get her. Good race, Bill. 20 seconds before the start. I believe this is the fourth race. I like this. Boat's on the line.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Pretty good start by everybody. Nita was a little behind, but nothing serious. Both Mad Dog and Lucky Dog, the two dogs, nailed it. Both of them going to weather fine and out front. Mad Dog's a little bit of jib issues there. I'm not sure what's going on. Gotta get that thing trimmed or she's gonna catch it. Okay. Let's see what we see here. Yeah, Amelia can't quite point as high as Mad Dog. Although she's going as fast, she's not quite pointing as high. She's gonna tack out of there. I think that's a good move on her part to get clear air. But she just doesn't want to go off by herself like she's been doing. I think that's been hurting her. When she sails against them, she beats them. Okay, both Mad Dog and Bill are staying over here. If I were her, I'd do a short tack and go back and follow the fleet. So that works out. The left side here all day has proven to be a little faster. If you go there and dig it on the right-hand side, you're pretty much guaranteed you're going to give something away. I'm looking at both Mad Dog and Lucky Dog over here. They're both pointing pretty close to the same. Happy with that. Their speed seems to be good. Okay, here's Mad Dog. He's got the jibe now to reach the mark. Let's watch the jibe, see how it goes. Waiting on the last second. Maybe they're going to try to bear down and get it. Let's see. I think they were able to bear down and get it. They didn't have to jibe. They're by the lead, but they're going to squeeze it out rather than jibe the boat. That's fine. Good job, guys. There goes Amelia again off by herself. I swear the right side of the course is not as good. And look where these guys are. So we'll see what happens, but the last two times she go off by herself, it's cost her. Let's see if she has any better luck this time. There's a difference between Mad Dog and Lucky Dog there. Mad Dog was able to come up a little higher than Lucky Dog. That probably could be because of the reef main. All the trim looks good on this boat. Might go bring it main in a little bit more in these light spots. That might help him. But definitely, I mean, when the wind dies down a little bit, then the full main really does make a difference. But as long as it stays puffy, I think that the reef is doing pretty well. And there goes Amelia off by herself. You can almost not see her on the horizon over there. That's just not good tactics. Let's see what happens. I'm going to guess she's going to lose a ton again because she's just leaving the fleet and they're getting something she's not.